Is the gun popular enough to where most holster makers are going to start running it? And if it's not, then you're going to have a hard time finding a holster. Looking for one of your holsters for the Ruger Security 9. You know, the Ruger Security, we've been getting a lot of emails on that. We're going to have to look for that. We don't have one, Thomas. Our apologies on that. But we may have to look into it because that is a very popular gun. How popular? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to sell. You know, again, the CZ P10 Compact, we thought it was going to sell more than what it's actually selling. It didn't move. It doesn't move as fast. It's still a good option, and it's still, I wouldn't take it back. But, you know, maybe we could have sneaked something else in there to sell more of. But yeah, I get it, guys. Look, when you go out and buy a gun, please understand, guys, and this is important to first-time gun buyers. You need to remember that if you're going to buy a gun, if you're not going to do anything to it, then it doesn't matter. If you're going to just stick it in a neoprene holster and just put it by the side of your bed, then that's fine. But if you're going to conceal carry it and you want to change out the sights, or you want to do something to the trigger, or, you know, if you want to add stuff or ninja it up, make sure that you buy a gun that you can find accessories for it. That's why the Glock 19 is so popular, man. I've said it before, it's the 350 engine of the gun world. I mean, you know, back in the 80s and 90s, you could walk into 7-Eleven and buy a carburetor for a 350. I mean, it is what it is. And so when you go out there looking for a gun, make sure that you buy something that you can, if you're going to customize it, that you can, and make sure that you buy a gun that you can find a holster for. A lot of people go out there and buy a very, not a one-off gun, but a gun that maybe doesn't sell as much. And so you may not find accessories for it. And so keep that in mind, guys. I mean, we've had people say that, you know, I sold my so-and-so gun to get a Glock or to get an M&P because I want a Bravo concealment holster. And, you know, it stinks that you have to do that, but look, we can't offer every single gun type out there. And it's a gun that not a lot of people run. And I know you want to be different and you want to be, I get that, but are you going to find a holster for it? You know, I mean, are you? Is the gun popular enough to where most holster makers are going to start running it? And if it's not, then you're going to have a hard time finding a holster. And so keep that in mind, guys. When you're going out there looking for a gun, make sure that you buy something that accessories are, you know, readily available, like holsters and, you know, sights, you know, things like that. You know, you want to mess around with the trigger, stuff like that. So yeah, make sure that you keep that in mind when you're out there, you know, looking for a gun. And then obviously, you know, it's got to fit good in your hands, ergonomics, all that. Yeah, of course, definitely, man. But keep that in mind as well. That's not the main thing, but just keep it in mind. There's a lot of stuff out there that you need to go through when you're looking for a gun. And one of them is, again, readily accessible accessories for your gun, just in case you want to, you know, change up certain things.